Hey, welcome back to Blueprints. It's day 27, I think. Should have probably paid attention to that. But anyway, we have a lot of things to do. And also I have to complain about past self because obviously, right, I said it in the episode, there was something I was forgetting about. And this day, when I stepped into the shower this morning, you know, I just thought about chess piece and was like, you know what, we probably had like all the pieces last time and I should have just visited that one room. Which is why today I'm going to try this again. I don't necessarily need like all of the rooms, I just need like a certain ones, which is why I have like a list of all the chess pieces I need. And once I see one of them in one of the rooms that I encounter, I am just going to write them down. But before we do that, let's check out our allowance. It should be quite a big allowance. Yeah, 14 now. We have made so much progress last time with like all the experiments. And this time around, this is like one of the goals. Like, first of all, I want to finish the chess puzzle. I still want to do like the whole pump stuff. We will see if I will be able to do that. Obviously, if I get like the tomb or something like that, I might even try to get like a lot of gold to buy like all of the books, for example. And alternatively, I also want to reach the master bedroom, which I can only do on the east wing, apparently. So let's see if that works. Do I want to go for the hovel and then ignore gems? I really don't... I mean, shelter is also not too bad, actually, now that I think about it. It makes the rest a lot more powerful. I don't know if I need the trading post. It seems like, to my understanding, the trading post lets you trade in an item and gives you one back for less value, basically. Which is why we at the end reach like a point where we can trade magnifying glass for the salt checker and vice versa. But otherwise, I need like something expensive and get like something cheap out of that. It's not the most important thing. I want to take the shelter then. It also allows us to instantly take the lab experiment. Which is interesting, actually, now I think about it. Do I want to enter? It's probably worth it, right? Go inside, let's check out the lab experiment, because then we don't have to draft it. We have this one already. Also, we are getting a gem. I completely forgot about that one. And this one doesn't have a stamp. But that's fine. Let's enter. Log into network. Don't really care about the rest, like the safe is opened and the other experiments I have to do later on. Once I have triggered the experiment often enough. But this just allows us to ignore the lab completely. Where do we have it? Remote terminal access. Yes, active terminals. The lab, I want to connect to that one. And then we can just use the experiment. It's perfect. I still need to visit the office. Like last time I did that, I didn't check my mail, if I recall correctly. I should probably remember that. I should write down like some of my plans, right? I have like notes in front of me, but I don't do that for some reason. Anyway, let's combine some stuff. A letter will be delivered to the mail room? Huh? What does a letter do for us? Draft a hallway from one hallway, gain one key for every 2 hallways in your house. That would be great if we take the tunnel. We still need to take the tunnel, by the way. Drafting to draw a drawing room floor plan. Entrance hall. I feel like this one I can trigger multiple times. Do I want the key? Or the chest? Chest would be amazing if we get the sledgehammer, obviously. It would give us so many items. And would also probably give us gems again, quite likely. I feel like this is kind of a positive feedback loop. Otherwise, the key would also be fine. I don't know about the mail or like the ladder. Maybe I should go for the ladder, because this one's a new one. I don't know if there are like multiple letters that are interesting. I'm gonna do that though. I wanna know what it is, and I feel like I can trigger this experiment easiest. Yeah, I did pick the one that I wanted to pick, right? Yeah, more gems. There's nothing hidden here. Okay. That also means that we are starting with 3 gems basically, which is nice. I also have to lower the volume here. I was editing earlier, which is why my volume is still too loud on my end. But that's fine. What else do we need here? I'm actually not quite sure. By the way, this one, there's no plank here, right? I can't... Yeah, it just looks like there's something here, but you have to get the plank from the other side, obviously. Also, like, this is the tree that we are always seeing when we draft the garage, but I feel like we can get the garage everywhere outside of the first rank, obviously. Like, we can't get it, like, in this corner, because otherwise we would end up here, and I don't think that would work. But otherwise, we can just get it everywhere. So I'm guessing they're just moving the tree around. That's my theory, at least. Anyway, we've done this thing here. That's okay. We still need a password for the Black Bridge, I think. Something like it. But we will have to see. We could also just enter... No, we can't enter the foundation, obviously, because we have to get either keycard or we have to disable that system. Take a hallway. Sure, early hallway. It's not my favorite thing to pick early, but we are getting a key and then I can just continue. Reading nook, I don't want the reading nook here, but the bedroom is kind of a waste. Let's get the kitchen. Yeah, that's fine. Also, I didn't do the thing where I checked like all the rooms in the beginning, but the kitchen is fine. I'm gonna go back though. Let's check out everything else that we can get. Corridor. Can I get the closet because I have like 2 pathways on the left anyway? And getting some items early wouldn't be... Yeah, perfect. Getting some shoes. Apparently I was too far away. Some nice running shoes. And... okay. Also we still need to get like some of the paintings in the further back areas. Okay, I'm gonna get the pantry. So here's the thing about the east wing. We need to kind of explore it properly, but I don't know the layout for the master bedroom. I don't know from where we have to reach it. With the lady, like the, what's it called? The bedroom of her ladyship or whatever it was called. Let me get the right name because I feel like a city already. Her ladyship's chamber. Yeah. I knew it was something with ladyship. It explicitly says to us that we have to come from the, the north and then look to the south, basically. And there wasn't something like that for the lordship chamber, but we should maybe try that out at some point. I don't want the reading nook, I need the library first, so I'm gonna get the den. Maybe you have to reach it like from the side as well. Either way, I'm gonna try to... You know what, I'm gonna try that. Because oftentimes we're just staying at the very right side from what I remember. I'm gonna try to get like the second column here from the right. And then just gonna look to the right each time. And maybe we can get that room. It might just be a really rare room. Observatory wouldn't actually be too bad. Also, I didn't write down all of the rooms yet. I'm just gonna say this is the pawn. This is in 2-4. I'm gonna call it. So like rank 2 and then the 4th one from the left. That's the easiest way to figure that one out for me. I did pick up that item. There isn't a trunk here. Okay. Okay, we have you. We have the knight in 2-5. So that should be fine. Let's look in here. We shouldn't get like a new constellation. There should be 2 of them. Ooh, Southern Cross is actually not too bad. And the diamond. I mean, I can't complain. I'm curious about like what happens once we get all 20 stars. Maybe it's just going to be like really powerful. Do I want the conservatory? Or utility closet already? The conservatory is limited to the corners, if I recall correctly. So I can get the utility closet wherever, but conservatory would be neat if we are getting some cool rooms. Maybe they are just recommending the room I'm looking for right now. Let's see. Do we want the attic more often or the foyer? Those are all rare rooms, I think. Right, this is commonplace. I'm not gonna change that one. The attic is rare, and the foyer is unusual, even though we had the attic twice, I think, and the foyer only once. I feel like the foyer would be really good to have as a common room. Even though it's just a hallway like that's, you know, with 2 doors. Getting that one wouldn't be too bad. Attic is also decent, but it's also expensive. But 8 items for 3 gems? Can I change multiple? Commonplace. Choose plan. Commonplace. Okay, I guess we can just change all of them. This is also commonplace. guest bedroom is a decent room, right? Like 10 steps. I don't mind. We should be able to draft those more often now. So that's quite nice. We don't have a shovel, and I don't really know if there's some... Oh yeah, this is the thing that I talked about. East wing only. East wing hall and the master bedroom. But her ladyship's chamber from south facing doors. This is like the thing that I mentioned, that you have to stay in the north and then go downwards. Otherwise it doesn't work. But like with the garage, for example, can the garage have like a door facing another direction? I feel like every single time I had that one, it was facing to the east, like the entrance door of the garage. So we have to go to the west basically. And I don't know if... No, wait, we've had the option to get that one when we were on the west side, right? It just gets like another door somewhere, if I recall correctly. But I might be wrong about that. Either way, I'm still gonna check out like my thought process here. And I'm going to go... Wait, we have the shelter. I'm gonna take the weight room. I don't want the great hall. It's not really worth it. This one's just a great room and shelter, so, you know, why not? Let's see, can I get something over here? Commissary laundry room. So here's the thing, I don't really want to spend gems, otherwise I would get that one because it's a dead end. You can also get the bedroom, it's basically a dead end. Would have been nice to get that one somewhere else. I'm checking this one, obviously, because it's a free room anyway. And there's like a chance for an item to appear up here. Also, I have not looked at all chess pieces, I feel like. I should have probably paid attention to it earlier. But I have like all of the ones since I started paying attention, I think. Library. Yeah, and then we have to go around though. That's fine though, because we want the reading nook afterwards. This library that we should have... No, wait, we couldn't pick another book last time. We've read volume 4 and volume 5 is the new one. If I recall correctly. Those books are still open and empty. It bothers me so much. It probably shouldn't be bothering me so much, but hey. Guess I'm using a key here. Come on, give me something good. Study. I don't want the bookshop. The vault would be decent. Is the vault... Did I change the gravity of the vault? I might have. Either way, study is like the only one I really want here. Because it also gives us the queen. We are in 4, 5. Okay. Ivory dice. Right, because we have like this queen, and I'm guessing the color doesn't matter for that thing, because otherwise that would be a lot of work to get like the correct one as well. Paintings are still clear to me, nothing new. This is just the experiment. All pictures have been changed. I'm just rechecking some places. Sometimes I like to forget things. But like most of the time, okay. I could have lit this candle if I still had the contraption. But alas, I don't. Probably can't turn on this lamp, yeah. I don't even know if it would matter. I'm also still confused about like the queen on D8. Why is the queen here nothing else? Because we can't use letters here, right? And it's probably not on 8. It would have been funny if that was the password, but I feel like the passwords for like the saves are quite something for the future. Anyway, let's hope that we don't have to use too many keys here. Billiard room is... Guess the commissary? We have like a little bit of money. We can redraw using gems, but I feel like the commissary is probably fine. I don't know why I'm getting the Great Hall constantly. I know it's like kind of in my pool this time around, but otherwise... a sleeping mask wouldn't be too bad. Shovel, we've seen some spots I can dig in. What I should probably get the sleeping mask and the metal detector. It's like my theory here, just to get some more items. We can't get gems anyway, so, you know. And it's all our coins, and it's probably a decent amount of math. Like, it's just going to math out, is like kind of what I want to say. Reading nook. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to have here. And we're getting a key. And we still have like multiple places we can go. This is the only item in here, okay. And the library brings us, yeah, northward, which is nice. Parlor would also be decent. But like the library, we only get the library here. We can't get it again because it's just a special pool for this room. Neat. Coin, and also the book is here. No, I did read that one already, right? Okay, I did read that one. I guess it's a waste then? This Death of Drafting, I do remember reading that one. I, for some reason, thought we had read the other one and not this one. I do remember seeing all of this, okay. So I was just incorrect about like my thoughts about this. We are still picking this one for the rare rooms. Archives, also amazing here. Because it's, you know, safe with the sheltered effect. Here's the thing. I really like the sheltered effect. It is such a great effect. I would even prefer that over like a lot of items. So this was probably a good choice to take this one here. Let's go over here. I still need to reach the east. Nursery as an investment. You could get the Great Hall, but the Great Hall is obviously not really connected. We would still have to go around, but nursery is quite likely to have a gem inside. I'm gonna take the nursery, it's fine. No, but we are getting a banana. And also a lot of steps because of the sleeping mask. Metal? Metal? Oh, key. That one was quite well hidden. I still can't interact with anything else in here, right? Outside of the book. I would be surprised if that was still the case, that I missed something here. Well, we have a lot of keys, but not a lot of gems, which is why I'm going to go back here. I feel like this is a worthwhile investment of steps, especially because we are going to go... We can go into the bedroom and get our steps from there, because this is a free room anyway, and we are getting these steps from the sleeping mask in here. And then we can explore another way. For now, we should probably... No, wait, I didn't get the shovel. For some reason, I thought I got the shovel there for a moment. Is there like chess piece in here? I don't think so. If there is, then I missed it. It's fine. Okay, we have had this one. That's fine. Let's check over here. I just want to get like the early rooms here just to get some gems. Would be great. Boudoir? Chapel? Guest bed. I'm gonna get the guest bedroom because the boudoir brings us like to the left, but we can reach that one anyway. Getting 2 dice would be nice, but this one just gives us like 18 steps. Even though we have to use 2, but we're getting an item. Being able to read wouldn't be too bad. There's another pawn. We don't need that one. And this is the one that we read before, right? No, I don't actually know. The billiard room? Yeah, exactly. They were talking about hunting with Lord Evanson, which is why I remember that one. It's like referring to something that was happening in like an episode or 2 ago. Peculiar personality, yeah, that's fine. The new game in there, but they couldn't meet, right? Somewhat made up for your own absence, yeah. But I don't know who that is. K something? Do I know somebody who starts with a K? I think it's a K. It's not a D afterwards, because otherwise it could be Kirk Darren, who is that's a pseudonym though, so that's probably not it. I still need to... Kimberly Thompson? I mean, lowercase t maybe, but... That doesn't really make sense because she's an assistant. No, I would be surprised if that were the name as a reference. Okay, I don't know what happens here, but they were talking about the health issues. I don't know who was inside of here though. That's an issue, a small one. Anyway, we can buy some food if we really want to, but we don't really need to. Tomato soup, not too bad. We can get 15 steps out of there easily. Club sandwich and a banana. Oh, wait, what's the menu? Porterhouse steak. We need the showroom. Okay. Have we got the showroom already? Let me quickly check. Wait. Shops? That's the showroom. Okay, for some reason I thought... I mixed that up in my head with the... Okay, first of all, why is this the reason? Why do I get 10 more steps for this room? And second of all, I mixed it up with the trophy room, which we have still not found yet. And that's kind of bothering me. Like, just slightly. Also, water. Let's turn it on, just because we can. We can waste all the water. This is my house. And I'm apparently rich. Corridor, patio. I'm gonna take the corridor. Not the best room here. It's kind of a waste, but... Wait, we had 1, 2... This would be the dark room. The dark room does not turn off. Which is why I wouldn't mind getting it here. And we are at least getting 1 gem. Could have been better. I mean, sometimes you're getting like really cool items in here. But we need something that gives us... Wait. Here's the thing about the boiler room. I don't mind the boiler room here. Not necessarily because the dark room is connected. And the dark room can, you know, move power around. But... it's really not the best choice. We have only the 1 gem and there are probably better situations. I could get either the gym or the chapel. But those are actually decent rooms, so I'm gonna redraw once. Maybe get like a dead end. Or the dining room. I guess the dining room is also fine. We've reached rank 5 already. We're getting like a lot of steps here. I'm going to pick up this one. And there's a gem in the corner, which is interesting. That's actually really rare. I don't remember ever getting a gem in here. And it's also not due to the metal detector, because obviously it's not metal. So that doesn't really make any difference here. Okay, this is shelter. That's fine. Do we take the parlor here? Okay, and this is actually what I was talking about. Like the garage can connect, you know, on a south door at least. So I'm getting the parlor to get some gems here. And then we can go back. Give me the item. The wind-up key. The lovely wind-up key. There are 2 false statements. This is the only true statement. The white box is empty. Okay. Assume that this one is a true statement and those 2 are false. If this were the only true okay, I feel like this is the correct way to see this, because assume that this is correct. Then this is the only correct statement, which is, by the way, fine by the rules. That means that there are 2 false statements. Those 2 would be false. This one says that the white box is empty, so it would be full. And this is the only true statement, would obviously be false. And that is completely in the rules. So assume that this is false. That means that there are 2 true statements afterwards. Then this one would be true and this one would be true, which is against this one. So the other rule has to count. So this one should have the gems. I hope that kind of makes sense. I'm always worried about like not explaining those correctly. I know not everyone took like logic courses in their university. So yeah. Or has like coding knowledge or wherever else you would learn logic. But like from a mathematical standpoint, these are all completely accurately solvable. The only one case where I didn't solve it was like one where they introduced a new rule. And I'm going to complain about that for all eternity. Because I could have solved that one. To be fair, I should have probably looked at that one again. Maybe that would have been more solvable if I had thought about it like a little bit better. But yeah, like when we're talking about like logic as like the thing that I'm using here, right? This is all very solvable and always reducible to like exactly one proper solution. Okay, I'm getting my 10 steps here. Then that's also always fine. I don't need her ladyship's quarters because, or like the chamber, because I already have the queen statue, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna take the storeroom for more items. That is fine. Let me get some stuff here. There's a pawn. I still need 3 figures, but I haven't really paid attention to too many rooms. I should have probably paid more attention. I'm gonna go inside of here once, because I wasn't sure anymore if there's a... Wait a second, why am I checking here? I have like a list of all the chess pieces actually. Okay, there's just a pawn in there. I should have probably checked my second list. That makes it a lot easier. I don't have to recheck rooms. Alright, let's use a key here though. Ideally... Pass it? I mean, this one's expensive, like 2 gems wise, but this one's even more expensive when we're talking about keys. Technically, we cannot reach this place because we have not used the other room. Anyway, I'm still gonna take the passageway. It's great. A letter has been delivered to the mail room. Neat. Experiment successful. Now we only need the mail room. I'm gonna check if I can open any of the doors right now. I can open you. Workshop or boiler room? I feel like boiler room isn't actually too bad here because the passageway is also powered. So if I get the pump on one of the other two sides, then this is fine. I can't get the pump, I don't have the pool. Gosh dang it. Should have thought about that first. I'm going to go... Utility closet? We don't have security and we didn't enable that one. I might redraw here. This is the lab, this is security, this is the boudoir. This one would give us more re-rolls and more steps. The lab we don't really care about though. Security would be fine because then we can go further north. Oh, not north, but like further east. I'm gonna take this one. Also, this one has power wires. Okay. This is not the best room to be in. Just because we can't open you, because we don't have a key card. That's bad. I'm not gonna go north there. Actually, it doesn't matter. We can go via the boiler room or the passageway. That doesn't matter. First, I'm gonna still check out this direction. Maybe there's like something I wanna power. I'm not gonna work with like the other stuff here. Furnace, no. Laundry room. Could launder currency, but we would need more stuff. I could get the lab, but I've already activated the lab and I don't care about it. The furnace is kind of bad for like more red rooms and I don't really want red rooms. Do I redraw once? Yeah, I'm gonna redraw once. Garage for more of you. More keys isn't too bad. Servants' quarters, wait, 1, 2, 3, that would be the fourth one. Actually, more valuable. Yeah, that should be the fourth one. Sadly, we don't get any... A cloud? Wait, I have to write that one down. This is a cloud and like wheat or something like that. Let me quickly go through my notes because I have like a section with like all of the puzzles in there. As I call them, or like the word puzzles. Seriously, where are you? Okay, this is room 6-1. You have the wheat, like 5 wheat, I want to write down 5 wheat and rain cloud. Okay, I can work with that. Now I have it. If I find like a solution, I can always think about that later. For now, I don't really care because it doesn't really help us here. This is all I can find here, right? Because we've already looked at this one and the admin key doesn't work anymore. Sadly, I cannot figure that one out then. It's temporary. It's sad, doesn't work out. Okay, let's check out the boiler room area. We can go to the right first, I would say. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a key. We have like a bunch of keys, so I don't really mind. We can rotate you. You can also just get the boudoir, and that's fine. Oh no, wait, I can't get the office anyway. Yeah, let's get the boudoir. That's fine. No need to reroll. I'm getting 2 more rerolls. That's nice. Nothing else inside of here though. Wait, what's the other room that I need? I need 8-3. I need this one. So that's actually perfect. I just need something to go to the right room, I guess. Conference room would be fine. Then I can use spread effects as well. That would actually make my whole job easier. Also, we get the estate and a hose. Let me write that one down. Okay, now I have all of the paintings on camera. I can think about them off camera because I'm not gonna figure it out. This is an item, okay. But I am happy about that at least. Alright, let's see what I can find. I need gems. The lavatory is bad. Code check doesn't help us. We have like a sleeping mask and stuff. We could change that, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna redraw instead. Cloister, workshop. Yeah, let's get a workshop. I don't have items I can combine here though, right? Oh, that's not too good. N. Is my theory correct? Because I feel like I have this room figured out already, right? Where is it? One more page. Yeah, I have an N in here, so I am probably correct about this effect, like what I thought about that. This actually tells us what it is. We can use the sledgehammer. Can we combine the sledgehammer with the metal detector? Oh, we can get the burning glass again. No, that can't be combined. Just checking if I can combine anything. I mean, the metal detector... I mean, you can combine those later if I need to. There's only one light I can think about that I can, you know, light up. But if I get the code check, which I can't get over here, obviously, I need to go another way, then that would be fine. That I can at least save it up and I don't have to find it again. Okay, let's check out the other side. There aren't... No, security we can't continue as well. That's like the whole issue that I'm currently facing. Huh. Yeah, wait, I don't... Let's power this one up before I forget. That's okay. And open the door. Let's see, use a key. Give me something good. The gym, the terrace... Patio? No, we are re-rolling once. Trophy room is... That's 5 gems? Okay, at least we have seen it. I guess we're taking the West Wing Hall then. We can reach the foundation from there, that's fine. But at least we know about the trophy room now. 5 gems. Like, this run has really been poor when it comes to gems, like, completely. We have, like, no way of continuing here. We have, like, so many steps. Imagine we had, like, this combination... okay, billiard room, I guess? Yeah, billiard room. Imagine we had this one with the hovel. Like, the hovel would have been amazing here. Pine and spine, we had that one. I guess a coin and a banana. And we are still... Actually, we can get the keycard in here, right? This is a 9. Why do I have to do so much math? This is a 4. That's a 4. Oh, this is even more complex. That's crazy. 4 is... No, it's 16. Yeah, and we can... Oh, secret guard key? I mean... Can we even use that one? We can't. We have everything blocked except for this room, and we can't use it in there. If, like, I would imagine, at least. Huh. Guess we're over here, then. Can we do anything? Yeah, I'm kind of stuck on the stairs for some reason. This room doesn't work? Oh yeah, obviously. For some reason I thought we were in a different position there for a moment. Like, we can't use the secret garden key, it doesn't fit. It has to be on the west side, and we can't get it in the very top, I would imagine. Code check. Yeah, let's get a code check. That's fine. I don't need the basement key, but if I return here later with the item I can build, then it should be fine. Okay, this is actually not too bad of a run. We got like the pictures that we wanted. The boiler was wasted as always, sadly. Security we can't continue. Right? Security, the issue was that we needed a key card, right? Yeah. Should have probably changed the security settings then. But we also at like 1 key left, so that's like the next issue. Am I going the right direction? Yeah, I am. Now let's see what we can light up with like all of the fire. Is there... Maybe we could burn this room down? We also didn't go into the office, right? We just thought about it, but we didn't get enough gems to make progress here. Just looking around again. Alright, magnifying glass and metal detector. We've gotten the burning glass before. I don't actually know how that works. I don't know why detecting metal actually increases light. But maybe you're just using... Is there like a light bulb in that thing normally? I don't actually know. Anyway, are there places I would light up? I don't think so, except for You're not at one room. Also, while we're at it, let's look again. We have like 100 steps. That's fine. I'm going to check if there's like any chess piece around. No. Okay. I could obviously check my list, but it's probably easier to just look while I'm going through here real quick. I still need... Let me look. Wait, we can't actually get this one because we didn't get the office. We need the office or the other room. That's kind of annoying. We have the study. Yeah, we didn't get the office. So we didn't get the king statue, so it doesn't actually matter. I don't actually have to check this time around. Well, that's too bad. Don't care about the rooms over there for now. It's just so we can store it afterwards. This is one of those lamps, right? Yeah, but I can't light it like this. Okay. Just checking real quick. Can't hurt, you know? There's so much power here. But like the power doesn't allow us to open this door here probably, right? Yeah. Thought so. And we also didn't get a way to turn off power. Too bad. Definitely too bad. At least we triggered like one of the effects. We didn't get the mail room, but I'm guessing the mail rooms... Wait. We have no contact delivery. Does that mean that the letter actually ended up in the mail room, or does that mean that it actually ended up in the entrance hall? Either way, we have to check it. Wait, where's the room? The study is over there. It's after the library. Because I think that's the only room where I could maybe light something, because it looks like I can't light this one. No, I can't. So there are just these special ones that I can light. I still don't know why I can spin you around, by the way. Just like to make you shake. Huh. Okay, this didn't work. Is there anything else I can light up though? Like anything else? Because I don't think so. This one's also nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Okay. This room would be powered. I just know, are all of the... No, wait, the chapel isn't connected via power. Because otherwise, like, most of the red rooms actually get power. For whatever reason. I guess it's just how they decided this should work out. Nothing I can light in here. Okay, I would have actually... Yeah, I would have gotten you. I probably have written you down already. I feel like I did that last time. Okay. We have all of those settings here. That's fine. That doesn't help us at all. Let's see, did we get a letter here? No, it's just the old letter. So we actually need the mail room apparently. There's nothing in here, right? Here. Nothing else I can light? Just really quick. I wouldn't even know where I would put that stuff, because we also know that most of the lamps have actually been replaced with electrical ones. There was like a message about that in one of the letters. I know I'm just running around in circles. But hey, let's get food. Porterhouse steak. A delightfully expensive steak. Okay, this is probably why why we're getting a bonus for the showroom. A bone in an extra marbled for maximum tenderness. A perfect dish for those who love extravagance. Have dinner? I mean, we have it, right? Like, it's free, so why wouldn't I take it? Neat, but there's nothing we can light. I'm kind of disappointed that I'm not allowed to just randomly light everything. You know, I mean, there are candles. And I did build the item, right? Yeah, the burning glass. I still want to go to the workshop at the end. I should have enough steps, I hope. I mean, we are almost done with like all of the rooms already. Yeah. Is there anything I could light outside? Don't think so. So let's switch out our item, and that's probably it for this run. Shorter run, don't mind that. But let me just get over there. And here we are. Save code is still a lie and I hate it. I mean, seriously, why would they lie to me like that? Why can't I don't know, burn this thing? I hate that it's like on a red note. It is such a troll. I do like that those trolls exist, but you know, it's still kind of disappointing that I have yet to figure out like any of the safe codes, right? We already had that one, yeah. I know it doesn't contain the price all the time. Where did I go here again? Oh, I want to go by the foundation. Actually, I took the wrong corner. Sure there's nothing here that I can burn, please? I mean, it doesn't hurt to look in the underground. I don't know if I did it last time. I know we can't reach it from like the other side, obviously, but we can still go, you know, like via this side. So this is technically a shortcut at least. This time around. The question is there anything we would be able to light in here? Because I feel like we can't really. It's just coat hanger, okay. I don't remember any candles in here. So if there were some... I mean, I can also look outside real quick. Oh, they actually fixed the floor here. That's nice. How very nice. I'm just gonna check outside real quick. I bet there's nothing inside of here, but I have to check. You know, I have like a new item. I still don't know what this is about. It could definitely be a password, but you know, it has to mean something. It's probably a combination. Like I'm thinking like kind of ones and zeros, but it doesn't seem like a one. It seems more like an I. So I don't think it's like ones and zeros. You would have to see something. Maybe there's like a word somewhere and it's like, oh yeah, replace like some letters in there. Because it's definitely not just, you know, I-O-O. Admin not found. Oh, wait. Wait a second. It was... Where was the gap? It was between the eyes. Okay, so I, gap, I-O-O. I would be surprised if this were like the solution. Admin not found. Haha, thought so. Okay, why is it here though? Like originally I thought it had like something to do with this one, but why? How would it be connected? And also like we're still missing two pieces. It would be weird if we could just enter this one, right? There's so many puzzles still and I love it and I also hate it. Still, I'm gonna check out like some more places. Okay then, this is it. We are back here. We have like all of the other stuff here. Let's just hand in the items. I first have to retrieve the basement key. And then let's check in the burning glass. It says it's been checked in, right? Like check item. Yeah, already checked. I should probably read what's like in front of me. The only thing I want to do before I end this episode is real quick checking just if the basement key can be used somehow. I don't know if that would make sense. Like logically speaking, I would bet it doesn't, but you know, it can't hurt to check. Maybe there's like a cool effect. No, only sleeping mask. I don't remember the sleeping mask being listed at some point, but I guess maybe there are just some here for fun. Anyway, we have like so many steps left and it's kind of sad, but alas, this is just how some days end. So let's call it a day. This was day 27. We have figured out like a few little things, and next time we will probably figure out how the chess puzzle works. Anyway, let's see. It's a drafting room. We have 5 bedrooms, architects in, interesting. And no new rooms, but we found some items. You know, it was fine, right? Like, it wasn't too bad. We have changed something in the conservatory. Next time we will definitely figure out more stuff, hopefully. I mean, I just needed more gems and I really was struggling getting those together. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you next time. Till then, have a good one and bye-bye.